good morning everyone. I chose to answer Lee Hong. I chose that music just to make everyone wake up because it's not a nice soothing one that will make you go to sleep. Right. So I hope you had a wonderful weekend. So we have this week another week of lessons and then you are off for your break for 2 weeks. Okay. So we're going to continue with our writing lesson that we did last Friday. Okay, so hopefully you remembered that it was a letter, informal letter returned from Robbie returned to Kirk, and then we also looked at how Kirk answered Robbie's letter based on the information Robbie has provided in his letter and how to answer them. So I hope you all remember. If you've forgotten, I hope my explanation will make you remember. Hi, Mock. Morning. Right, so today's lesson, you will be able to use informal registers in writing an informal letter or email to give advice in response to the letter you received from a friend. Hi, morning, Chikian. Okay, so I hope you remember what informal. Today is a public holiday, is it? Why is today a public holiday? What's on today? Oh, Nuzul Quran. It's okay. I'm going to still carry on my lessons. I've already planned. Oh, thank you, Aiden, for letting me know. I didn't know it was a public holiday. Look at me. So nobody told me that it was a public holiday. I didn't even check my calendar. Right. But it's okay. We will just have our lesson. Okay. And then you will be able to, for reading, you'll be able to show understanding of specific details and information in the informal letter from Kirk by identifying the keywords to answer questions. Right, no, it's not a holiday every day for me, Lee Hong. I work every single day and I'm tired. I do need a break, but I've forgotten about a holiday today. I wish I knew it. All right. So the success criteria, writing, you give examples of informal registers in an informal letter. You make a plan, you write an informal letter based on the writing task, and then you use examples provided in the useful expressions in the writing task, and you provide suitable advice in response to the writing task, right? And then you have to write in 5 paragraphs. Okay, so you also have to use appropriate sentence connectors or linkers. And for your reading, as usual, you identify keywords in the questions and formal letter, and you justify your answers based on the keywords underlined. You should have a D at the back. Okay, right. So, introduction. I want you to list as many words related to home. Anyway, you won't have a class on Wednesday. I will tell you why. So, instead of a Monday, you won't have class on Friday. So that would be fine. Furniture. Only one, Lee Hong? Any other words? And word related to home, just list as many as you can. Household, cave, okay. Bedroom, real estate, okay. You have such a simple living room, yes, television, staircase, kitchen, pantry, roof, okay, bathroom, brick walls, garden, all right. Kitchen, all right, child of Muhammad, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, attic, right, Sharinya, garage, isn't it Sharinya, right? Yep, garage, balcony, conducive, okay, all right, you're giving an adjective, Kaichin, all right, accept. It's okay, conducive, I accept. It's comfortable, conducive. Laundry room, swimming pool, words related to home, it's fine. It can be any words. It can be adjective, it can be noun. Study room, swimming pool. Okay, you got that. All right, that's a lot that you have given. Thank you. Guest room, yeah, utensils, music room. Yes, all right. this is your textbook, page 66. For activity B, right, read the writing task. Remember, in activity B, we read the writing task and underline the sections you need to respond to. So this was the Robbie wrote this letter to Kirk, and the one in blue and underlined are the sections that we need to respond to. So this is to refresh your memory of what we have done last Friday. Okay, thank you, Eiffel, living room. All right, Chicken, Ten, Bungalow, and Lee Hong said comfort when it's home. All right. So as you realize, when Kirk replied to Robbie, he did answer, I won't like being in the countryside, to motivate him about the beauty of living in the countryside. And he gave suggestion on how to make friends with people his age. All right. Since he's a popular person, he might want to join clubs or youth club, right? And then the housewarming party, he responded by saying whether he's coming or not, and then whether he wanted to be a DJ. So there was an answer by Kirk, all right? So this is the answer by Kirk, all right? This is a repetition of last week's lesson, right? Hi, Robbie, it's good to hear from you. What exciting news. I've always wanted to live in the countryside, and Kirk provided the good the advantage of living in the countryside. You can cycle without traffic, and you can camp out at night, so it'd be great. And then don't worry about making new friends. You've always been very popular. This is to talk about whether he can find people his same age. All right, and then he suggested why don't he check out if there's a local football team or youth club. And then he responded to the invitation. So he said, I love to come to your party. And he also responded to the request to be a DJ. All right, I love to be a DJ. I'll bring since you have amazing collection, so he'll bring different kinds of music. But Robbie didn't give him the date. So he asked for the date, right? So now you have to answer the question. All right, so does Kirk respond to all of Robbie's letter? So did he respond to all the letter or to all the information in Robbie's letter? Yes, right? Yeah, he responded to every single question, to every single information that Robbie has written. Yes, good. Okay, right. Number 2, does he copy large parts of Robbie's letter? If you compare Robbie's letter to Kirk's letter, all right, did Kirk copy large parts of Robbie's letter? Yes or no? These questions are all yes or no. So the keyword here is copy large parts, letter. Yes or no? Right. If you compare both letters, they are not the same, right? Okay, so they are telling us not to copy other people's letter to answer someone's letter, right? Good. Now, does Kirk write in an appropriate style? This is very important about writing an informal letter or email using the correct style. So did he or does he write in an appropriate style? Yes. So if you say yes, can you tell me what are the examples of informal language that you can find here in the letter from Kirk? Very good. Everyone has given me the correct answer. Shows you understand. So now show to me what are the examples of informal style or the style that is suitable to write to friends? Right, very good. Hi. Okay. You use the short form. Very good, Lee Hong. All right, so you use here it's, I've, you, don't, right? You've, okay, I'd here. So all this, it's the short forms are informal. When you write formal letter, you cannot use short forms. Very good, Chunta. It's good to hear from you. Yes, it's good to hear from you. Another good mock. Another reason is the exclamation point, exclamation mark. What exciting news! It will be great. You don't write that in formal because it's not appropriate in a formal, but in informal to your friends, to your family, you can use exclamation mark. Okay, yes, bye for now. Very good, Tashmita. Okay, why don't you see? Correct, Chikian, when you ask questions, like why don't you see? All right, you give suggestions. Have you decided on the date yet? Right? So this would be very informal when you have question. If you want a date for an interview, you instead of asking, do you have a date for an interview? You will say that, please inform me if, when you scheduled a appropriate date for the interview. You would say that instead of asking questions. Yes, Li Hong, for you, this is very formal because you want to use your own slang or whatever words you want to use to your friend. But when we are still doing writing for the sake of public to read, we have to be careful how we write it. But if you write among your friends only for your eyes, then it's fine. Okay, so for you, this is very formal, but these small things like short forms, exclamation mark, question marks, certain words and sentences like bye for now, it's good to hear from you, and so on, would show you that it is an informal letter, right? Okay, so in activity E, all right, I'm actually highlighting the keywords in the question and you all have answered. These are all the one in blue. The one in blue are examples of informal language, right? And then, right, the one in purple are the one that Kirk respond to all the information in Robbie's letter, the one in purple. Okay, the one that I highlighted blue and got purple is because there are two things there. One is he responded to the letter and it's also informal language. Clear? So these are the answers for all of you, right? I think it's clear. Okay, there's one colored box down there. Now you have to match 1 to 5 with A to E to complete the plan that Kirk made before writing the letter in B. So here you have accept the invitation, ask about the date, agree to be DJ. B, bye for now, Kirk, and C, suggest things Robbie can do. And to find new friends. And then D, say good things about the move to make him feel better. And hi, Robbie, it's good to hear. So here are the 5 plan that you should have in your letter, informal letter, greeting and opening, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, and signing off. So for greeting and opening, which alphabet here, the small a, b, c, d, would be the best? Okay, Hong Chun very fast. Number 1, he said it should be E. Hi, Robbie, it's good to hear. Right, Putri, very good. Wei Chun. Okay, anyone else? Oh, Chi Kian, you have given all the answer. 1E, 2D, 3C, 4A, 5B. Okay, E, everyone has given E. Let's look at it. You are all correct. It's E. Paragraph 1. What was in the plan or what was written to Kirk? Okay, 2D, everyone. I said 2 is D. Sharinya, Tarvina, Putri, Tashmita, Wei Chun, Chiken has already given the answer, Child of Muhammad. Right, anyone else? So let's look, you are right, which is say good things about the move to make him feel better. Right, Sharinia has gone to number 3. Yes, it's okay. Tarina, I see the name. I can guess it was you. All right, so what about number 3, paragraph 2? Okay, right. So paragraph 2 will be C. Suggest things Robbie can do to find new friends. Right. Excellent, everyone. Okay, very good. Paragraph 3. Paragraph 3 would be A, which is accept the invitation, ask for the date. You all are very, very good. Excellent. And then I'm not going to ask for 5 because there's only 1 left, which is bye for now. Exactly. Thank you, Child of Muhammad. You got it very correctly. Okay, good. Everyone, you are excellently well. Now, it's so easy for you to match it. The issue right now is when you write, you forget your plan. You should never forget your plan. You should plan what you write, not straight away take the answer. Write the essay immediately without having a plan. You have to have a plan to help you organize what you have to say, right? Okay, textbook page 67. Read the exam close-up. Okay, the exam close-up using informal language. Li Hong, you never plan because you plan in your head, but it's good to write down, Li Hong, because sometimes you might want to put certain things before other things, okay? That would make your essay better, right? Now, when you use informal language, right, in the exam, your letters will always need to be informal. So remember to use friendly expressions and informal language. Friendly expression here doesn't mean you use all the acronym, the LOL, okay, YOLO, all that in your letter. No, high cluster, right? And informal language, you should not use the LOL, YOLO because it's not appropriate, especially during the exam, okay? Now try to use contractions. Contractions are the short form, I'll, okay, youth, that is an example of contractions. Include useful expressions, okay? When you usually use in informal letters and emails, right? Yeah, I know, rolling on the floor, laughing, you should put ROFLAMAO, okay? Yes, so I know also all that, laughing my ass off. Laughing my LMBAO also be nice. All right, activity F would be complete the useful expression with the words below. Okay, now you have 3 useful expressions that are not in the list, which is accepting or rejecting invitations, responding to news, and making suggestions. All right, so where would you put them? So these are the useful expressions you can use for your informal letter, right? So for example, the first one they didn't give you. What would, okay, let me go back. The first one here would say, if I were you, I'd or I wouldn't. All right, I would or I wouldn't, either one. Why don't you? And how or what? How? What about? How or what about? Okay, right. So, what would these 3? Sorry, again, these 3 of these expressions before accepting, responding, making suggestion. Which one? Right. making suggestion. Right, if you choose making suggestion, the reason is okay, what's the reason that you chose? It's because of what was the clue given to you to say that it is making suggestions? How? Yes, how about this? What about this? Right. Okay. Why? Yes. Why don't you? Yes. Right. So let's look later whether your answer is right or not. The word if, exactly, Chuntan, because if I were you, so you are giving a suggestion. Okay. Yes. All right. Sri Darshini, very good, because it includes ourselves in and our opinion. Very good. Let's look at number 2. They have four expressions there. I'd love to come. I definitely be there. I'm sorry I can't make it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to come. Right? Yes, I know, Lee Hong. You would suggest if I were you, I'll sleep right now. I would too, but I can't. Right? Okay. My kids didn't remind me also like today is a holiday. So all of us are awake and studying. Okay. So you have Kong Chun said responding to news. Chicken, Chuntan, Tarvina, Yinglim, Hoi Wan says accepting or rejecting information. So, Kong Chun deleted his answer when he saw everyone's giving a different answer. When you say, I love to come, I definitely be there. I'm sorry, I can't make it, or unfortunately, I won't be able to come, is either you are telling someone you can or cannot come, right? So the best answer wouldn't be responding to news. Let's look at number 3. I think number 3 has only few. Okay. Yes, very good, Tarvina. The clue is come, won't be able to come. Yes. Number 3, what exciting news? What sad news? What great news? I'm really pleased for you. I'm really proud of you. Okay, it'd be fun. It'll be great. So, very good, everyone. You all have chosen the answer. Let's check if your answers are correct. So you are all absolutely wonderfully accurate for number 1. Okay. Number 2, all of you got it right. And number 3, it's responding to news. So all of you got that right. So please make sure that you use this expression in your letter when you're making suggestion, when you're accepting or rejecting information, and when you are responding to news. Okay, these useful expressions can be used up to Form 5. Don't use it and then forget it. Right, Dashmita, very good. Let's continue with activity H. Now, activity H, complete the exam task. Remember to make a plan before you start. So Lee Hong is a person who doesn't make a plan, and I guarantee that most of you don't too. You just look at the question and you just start writing. Right. Now, in the exam task, all right, this is part of a letter you receive from an Australian friend. When you're for any task your teacher give in class or during exam, there is no letter that you need to respond to, like Kirk had to respond for Robbie. What you will have is just the one in the yellow, light yellow box there. Okay, they will give you a prompt like that. And you have to respond. So I start at my new school after the holidays. So you have a friend, you do not know, okay, why, when, all right, or where your friend is, but you know your friend is an Australian, all right. I don't know anyone there. Do you think I'll get on with everyone? How can I make new friends? So you have few things here that you need to respond. All right. I start at my new school after holidays. All right. The most important thing you have to respond, I don't know anyone there. Okay. And your friend is asking you for suggestion, your opinion, whether he can get along with everyone. And another question, how can I make new friends? So these are important. When you get questions like that, all right, what you need to do is you need to underline information that you need to respond to. Don't just read and assume that, okay, I'm going to answer and that's it. Because when you are stressful during exam, because your aim is to score the best, you will you will miss out things. So to ensure you don't miss out things, you need to underline or highlight. If you're a highlighter, highlight important details. All right? Yes. Okay. So for as usual, what must I write? Okay, don't forget this is the instruction. Okay, so what must you write? The answer is a letter or an informal letter. Okay, who is my audience? That would be your Australian friend would be your audience. Yes, excellent. Putri, Chikian, correct. The audience would be here. You are going to write to your Australian friend. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of writing this letter? For fun, because it's a task teacher give. I know some of you, what's the purpose? It's a task teacher give. What is the purpose in context of the information here? Very good. To advise, right? Not only to advise Putri, because you are going to do more than giving advice. You would, yes, correct. You would advise and also give suggestion. Right, so Sarinya, you are right. Wei Chun, yes. Yes, right, more correct. To suggest how to make, okay, to make teacher happy. Very nice. So what must I include? These are things. You already know the purpose. What must you include? So you want to include how to make friends. You want to include about your friend's personality to answer this, whether he can get on with everyone. He talks about he's going to start new school, something that might worry him about being new. So you might want to talk about that too, right? Okay, now there is a writing reference and a checklist for informal letters on page 177, which I will also show you here, right? So we will go through it quickly in a while. So far, I don't think you have any questions. Very simple, okay? So it shouldn't be a problem. So now write a letter to your friend giving some advice about 100 words. Okay, so in for Form 3 so far, the 100 words is for your part A. Usually most of you can write, okay? Right. Now, the one that everyone says, why must make a plan? So that you know what you need to write. This is my plan. This is not from your textbook. So you might want to start with paragraph. The first one is hi, whoever your friend's name is good to hear. You want to say what, and then say good things about the move to make him feel better, right? So you'll say that, you know, it's so good that you're moving to a new school. Give him a reason, suggest things your friend can do to find new friends, okay? And then maybe, this is my own, maybe you want to ask your friend to describe his new school when he writes to you back, or maybe you want to suggest that you're going to visit him in the coming school holidays. I don't know, you can add that on if you want, because you need to write about 5 paragraphs, and then the last one would be bye for now, and you end your letter. So these are things you can jot down and have it beside you when you're writing. so that you would not miss out any important points that you need to include, right? Okay, so this is on your textbook writing reference on page 177. Okay, the thing about your textbook is this: because it is not Malaysian textbook, you have every information in your textbook compared to our normal English textbook. Hi, morning, Gui. Right? So you have the plan here: greeting, dear, hi. So they even give you the expressions that you can use. So you shouldn't say that I don't know what to write. You have there. The only issue you have if you're not good in the language is making grammatical errors. There are things that you can improve on, but you are given prompts on how to write. So paragraph 1 asks about the person you're writing to and explained why you're writing. Okay, so how are you? Guess what? Thanks, whatever you want to say. You can use one of these or all of these. Paragraphs 2 and 3, you give more details regarding what you're writing about and what you want to find out or do. So there is or there are, if you're interested, let me know. When are you available? Let's go together. Now, this writing reference has no connection to, it is not connected to your writing task. These are general. It's okay, Satish. It's your general information for any informal letter or email, okay? Paragraph 4 asks the person you're writing for to further questions and suggest what needs to be done. Could you do me a favor? Perhaps you could do this. Do we need to? I was wondering if. Okay. All right, signing off. So many ways of signing off. Most of you always bye. See you soon. Keep in touch. There are so many ways you can sign off. Please don't always use the same one, because as a teacher, when we keep on reading the same one, it bores us to death too. You write one, we read hundreds, okay? Another one that you all frequently use is, I hope you're in the pink of health. It is so outdated. Many people don't use that anymore, but you all in Malaysia still using it. I don't really enjoy reading that. Okay, but if you want to write, it's not wrong, but try to find other ways of telling someone or asking if someone is well. There are so many ways, right? Now, when writing an informal email, use informal language. Make it clear why you are writing and make sure you focus on the subject. Don't write about something else that is not in the question, in the task. This is a checklist. So if you have this checklist and you remember, tick. Have you followed the plan? Lee Hong doesn't have a plan, so his one will be X. So for those who have planned, yes. Have you used grammatically correct verbs? Have you checked for spelling and punctuation mistakes? These are things that most of you do not pay attention. After you write, you feel so, I finished writing in time. But you also need to check for spelling and punctuation mistakes, because sometimes, most of the times, while we are writing, we don't notice. It's only after we have written and you reread, you will see. Have you used informal language or are you using very formal language? And don't forget, have you used linking words correctly? The first, however, moreover, furthermore, and so, because, instead of always, and most of you have the and, right? Next is, most of you do not have a full stop. Some of you, when you hand up your writing to me, oh God, you write without any full stop. All right, so Lee Hong, go to the toilet. Then this is your checklist, right? So look at it and see whether you have fulfilled all this in your informal letter, right? So don't forget the task. I'm giving you a sample. Example, Jenny is my friend in Australia, which is not true. This is not my letter, right? It's so nice to hear from you. I can't believe it's been a month since you left. So this is the beginning part, paragraph 1 here. Don't worry about starting at your new school. I know it is scary moving somewhere new, but I know you'll be fine. Okay? It's okay, Lizwan. I bet there'll be lots of people in your new classes to get to know. So here, you are telling your friend not to worry about being in a new school, even though she understands or you understand that it's scary to move to somewhere new, right? And then you give a suggestion on how she can make new friends. Why don't you join an after school club? You can meet people like the same things as you. You should join the music club. You are good at playing the violin. So now you are also giving a suggestion that shows that you know your friend Jenny well. She likes playing the violin, so join the music club. If your friend is someone who loves martial arts, then ask him to join a martial art club. You know, it can be a karate, taekwondo. There are so many now. The one I mentioned is very old fashioned. I think now there are very new kind of martial arts. Okay. Then you have let me know how it goes. Okay. Right. So you can have here, you can say, you know, I am planning, you know, to come and visit you in the next school holiday. I will let you know if it will materialize. Okay, so let me know how it goes with my suggestion, you know, to make new friends. Speak to you soon, Katie. Right? So this is just a sample. You don't have to follow it. You can use your own plan, but make sure you answer, all right, what you need to put in your letter. Okay? Any questions? I've given you how to do, I've given you the plan, I've discussed with you the writing reference. Yes, I've done all that for you. I hope it will help you to write an informal letter better. Right? Okay? So, no, okay, right. Everyone, please don't argue about someone who's early is late. Let them be. Okay, everyone, I do not know what's happening in their own life. Okay, they might have slept late, they might have had something on at home. So let it be. Okay, right? That is why it's on YouTube. So if you want to find certain things you want to learn, you just come to the lesson and then you can move forward to any parts that you want. You don't have to look through the whole YouTube. Okay, just go through parts that you want. Okay, so I want you to answer this, right? What went well in my learning? Okay, what went well in my learning? Today's learning, I'm not talking about your other learning. What went well in today's learning? What did you learn today that went well? Okay, Kong Chun say he learned how to plant. All right, okay. Planning to write, how to plan, okay. The rest have nothing went well in the learning today. I learned to put my suggestion last. Okay, useful expression, informal language. What things informal letter have? All right, you are talking about the features. Chicken, you're talking about features of an informal letter, which is using contractions, you're using questions, exclamation marks, okay, and there are expressions used. Okay, all right. I learned how to identify keywords in the question. Good, Putri. About responding. Yes, child Muhammad. Signing off in the new way. All right, Sharinya. How to write informal letter. Good. All right, Sri. Very good. Information. Yes. Okay, good. Fine. Signing off. Yes, you got so many suggestions on signing off. I think some of you is like, wow, there are like 7, 8 ways to sign off. Okay, right, Putri, use the right expression to respond to something. All right, Li Hong, yes, because for you, Li Hong, you feel that even an informal letter sounds formal is because you are so used to writing your short forms all the time, but you can't do that when you are doing writing for learning purposes. Okay, there's a different kind of writing. I hope everyone understands writing for learning purposes and writing, just on your WhatsApp, whatever social media is very different. Okay. No, Eiffel, you can use Pink of Health, but it's just like, not as a teacher, I read hundreds of essay and I have like 99% will use the same thing. So it's like, I feel like it's like so cliche since everyone is just using it. All right. Okay. Now, I want suggestions from you when you are doing writing. How would your learning would have been better if what? If what was done? As happy as Larry or as happy as a lark? This is the first time as happy as Larry. I didn't know that. See, I learned. Are you sure that's as happy as Larry? Okay. Yeah, I'm sure, Lee Hong. I never get bored of essays. I taught in all boys school before, all boys. That was way, way, way back. They are all in their 30s now, the boys. Okay, they are still very close to me. Okay, yes. Oh my God, I never got tired of reading their essays, the boys, my God. They write funny essays. Oh, it's Larry. All right. Okay. All right, Putri, I didn't say you're wrong. I'm just saying that, okay, as happy as Larry. Okay. All right. There are many ways to say, Putri, happy as a sandboy or as happy as Larry, right? Okay, that means extremely happy. Okay, happy as a lark, as happy as a lark is also very happy. Okay, so you have made me learn, right, a lot of new words today, Putri. So Putri, you got as happy as, just know what I said, as happy as as happy as a sandboy or as happy as Larry or as happy as a lark. So I've learned two new ones, right? So good. So I see learning never stops no matter how old you are. I've learned so many things today too. Okay, my learning will better if I'm not in a sleepy mood. It's okay, Gui, right? As even to hear that the CMCO is extended until June 9 makes me feel sleepy, right? Okay. Right, so mock, the only way you can learn to write good essay is practice. Writing without practicing will never be better, mock. Okay, right? Okay. Okay. Now, child of Mohammed, you don't have to worry about ideas because the task would have ideas for you. Meaning, like just now, the task say your friend is in a new school, so has problem making friends and so on. So that gives you idea what to write. So shouldn't be a problem, unlike previous way of writing. Very funny, Lee Hong. Even better if the teacher are more strict. So cluster you are talking about, I'm not strict. Okay. Huh. Right. You don't know me well. Right. Anymore? Even better if the teacher are more strict. I don't know who you're talking about. I cannot be strict on YouTube. It never works. But if you come to my class, you might hate me. You don't know how many students in my school hate me. I'm very, very strict. I might be funny. I might be sarcastic. I might be open-minded, but see, look at Tarvina laughing. That is my student. You ask the one that is Gopiraj and the one that the other one Sharinya. Tarvina and Sharinya are my students. They will tell you nobody will enter the class if I'm in the class. All right. So I have tons of Veggie Tales DVD. Okay. Right. So thank you for your response. Okay, so I'm sorry. I like to apologize to Putri as a Muslim. I had a class during the holiday, which is Nuzul Quran. Of course, I didn't realize, but I would like to let you know. See, Sharinya also agreed. So I would let you all know that the reason I'm not having a class, right? Yes, Sri Darshini, I just told you the most shocking thing ever. Yes, I know. Okay, so the thing is, nobody knows this. If you do my work, I'm the kindest person. You don't do my work, I'm the most hated person ever, right? Okay, right. So I'm not having class on Wednesday because your lesson, the next lesson would be a literature lesson, which I always let your own English teacher do it. So let any of your English teacher handle on Wednesday. So since I already have a class on Monday, which is supposed to be a public holiday, so I'm taking off on Wednesday from Form 3. Okay, so we will be doing reading on Friday. I'll see you on Friday. Friday is not a holiday, right? Friday is not a public holiday, right? Oh, I didn't know. I thought there is no holidays at all until your 2 weeks break. Okay, if there's a public holiday on Friday, please let me know. Look at me, I don't look at calendar. Right. Oh, you're right, reading. Okay, so I like to apologize to all of you because I really didn't remember there was a public holiday. My kids didn't remind me. So take care, enjoy yourself until I see you on Friday. Now, this essay you hand it up to your own teacher. I didn't give you a Google form link to fill up. If some of you want to send to me, you have my email address. You can send it to me. I will check. All right. So no worries. If you want me to check, I will check. If not, just send to your teacher. Take care. Goodbye. God bless you all and see you Friday.